Top 25 Content Moderator Interview Questions and Answers. In this video, we will explore the top 25 interview questions and answers specifically designed for content moderator positions. These questions will help candidates prepare effectively and understand what employers are looking for in potential hires. We will also provide insights into the best responses, allowing candidates to showcase their skills and knowledge. This resource aims to enhance your confidence and readiness for upcoming interviews in the content moderation field. 1. What experience do you have with content moderation tools and software? I have extensive experience using various content moderation tools and software, including community management platforms, reporting systems, and AI-powered moderation solutions. These tools help streamline the review process and enhance efficiency in identifying inappropriate content. I am adept at utilizing features such as keyword filters, user reporting mechanisms, and analytics dashboards. Additionally, I have undergone training in using these tools effectively, which has equipped me with the skills necessary to adapt to new software as it emerges in the rapidly evolving digital landscape. 2. How do you handle potentially disturbing or offensive content while maintaining your emotional well-being? Handling potentially disturbing or offensive content requires a balanced approach. I prioritize self-care by taking regular breaks and practicing mindfulness techniques, like deep breathing or short walks, which help me process emotions effectively. Establishing boundaries is crucial. I focus on the task and remind myself that my role is to ensure community safety. Engaging in team discussions and sharing experiences with colleagues provides support and perspective. Additionally, seeking professional resources when needed can help manage any emotional toll that arises from exposure to challenging content. 3. Describe a situation where you had to make a difficult decision about removing or keeping a piece of content. In a recent case, I encountered a post that depicted a sensitive topic related to mental health. The content sparked meaningful discussions but also included potentially harmful advice. After assessing the context, I reached out to a team of experts for guidance. Ultimately, I decided to remove the post while providing resources for mental health support in its place. This approach ensured that users were protected from dangerous misinformation while still fostering a sense of community and support. Balancing these factors is crucial in content moderation. 4. How do you stay updated on current trends and evolving online behaviors that might affect content moderation? Staying updated on current trends requires a multifaceted approach. I regularly follow industry blogs, subscribe to newsletters from reputable organizations, and engage with content moderation communities on social media platforms. Attending webinars, conferences, and training sessions also allows me to learn about new tools and techniques. Networking with peers and discussing emerging issues provides valuable insights. Additionally, I analyze user feedback and behavior patterns to identify shifts in online interactions, which helps in adapting moderation strategies effectively. 5. What strategies do you use to maintain consistency in your moderation decisions? Maintaining consistency in moderation decisions is crucial for building trust among users. One effective strategy is to develop and adhere closely to a detailed set of guidelines that outline acceptable and unacceptable content. Regular training sessions can also help ensure that all moderators understand these guidelines uniformly. Additionally, using a collaborative approach by discussing edge cases with teammates can provide different perspectives and reinforce a unified decision-making process. Periodic audits of moderation decisions can help identify any discrepancies and areas for improvement. 6. How would you handle a situation where a user appeals your decision to remove their content? In handling an appeal, I would first review the content in question and the reasons for its removal. It's essential to approach the situation with empathy and openness, acknowledging the user's feelings while clearly communicating the guidelines that informed my original decision. I would engage in a dialogue with the user to understand their perspective better and, if appropriate, consider reinstating the content or offering alternatives. Transparency is key, so I would explain the moderation policies and ensure that the user feels heard, even if the final decision remains unchanged. 7. Describe your approach to balancing speed and accuracy in content moderation. In content moderation, striking a balance between speed and accuracy is crucial. I prioritize establishing clear guidelines and criteria to streamline the decision-making process. Utilizing moderation tools can help quickly flag content requiring deeper analysis, allowing me to focus on the most critical cases. Regular training sessions ensure I remain proficient in identifying violations efficiently. Additionally, I advocate for team collaboration, where sharing insights can enhance collective understanding and improve both speed and accuracy in moderation tasks. Continuous feedback loops are essential for refining this balance. 8. How do you ensure cultural sensitivity when moderating content from diverse user bases? Ensuring cultural sensitivity involves continuous education about different cultures and their norms. I actively seek out resources and training to understand cultural nuances and potential sensitivities. When moderating content, I analyze context and avoid making assumptions based solely on language or imagery. Collaborating with diverse teams allows for a variety of perspectives to be considered, which enriches the moderation process. I also rely on user feedback to identify areas where cultural misunderstandings may occur, adjusting policies and practices accordingly to promote inclusivity. 9. What steps would you take if you encountered content that potentially violates legal regulations? When encountering content that potentially violates legal regulations, I would first document the content and the context in which it was found. Next, I would review the specific laws and guidelines relevant to the situation, consulting legal resources when necessary. If the content appears to violate regulations, I would escalate the issue to the appropriate legal or compliance team for further evaluation. It's essential to act swiftly while ensuring due diligence, protecting the platform's integrity, and safeguarding user rights throughout the process. 10. How do you prioritize tasks when dealing with a high volume of content to moderate? When managing a high volume of content, I prioritize tasks based on urgency and potential impact. First, I categorize content types, focusing on those that may pose immediate risks, such as hate speech or threats. I utilize a triage system to assess severity and allocate time effectively. Utilizing moderation tools helps streamline the process, allowing for efficient flagging and reviewing. Additionally, I maintain open communication with my team to redistribute workload when necessary, ensuring that critical issues are addressed promptly while keeping a steady pace in moderation. 11. Describe your experience with identifying and addressing spam or bot-generated content. Identifying and addressing spam or bot-generated content involves a combination of pattern recognition and user behavior analysis. I rely on various tools that flag suspicious accounts and content based on specific criteria, such as post frequency and similarity. Regularly monitoring engagement metrics helps me spot anomalies that suggest bot activity. When I identify such content, I follow the established guidelines to either remove it or flag it for further review. Engaging with users who report spam also aids in refining our moderation strategies, ensuring a cleaner and safer online environment. 12. How would you handle a situation where you disagree with a colleague's moderation decision? In such a situation, I would first seek to understand my colleague's perspective by discussing the reasoning behind their decision. This open dialogue can clarify any misunderstandings and promote a collaborative environment. If I still disagree, I would suggest we review the relevant guidelines together and evaluate the content in question objectively. If needed, involving a supervisor or a more experienced team member can provide additional insight. Ultimately, maintaining professionalism and focusing on the shared goal of effective moderation is essential. 13. What methods do you use to stay focused during long periods of reviewing content? Maintaining focus during extended content review sessions is crucial for effectiveness. I employ several techniques, such as taking regular short breaks to refresh my mind, which helps prevent fatigue. I also create a comfortable and organized workspace, minimizing distractions. Utilizing a timer to implement the Pomodoro technique allows for structured work intervals followed by brief pauses. Additionally, I practice mindfulness exercises, which enhance concentration and reduce stress. Staying hydrated and engaging in light physical activity during breaks can also significantly improve my focus and productivity. 14. How do you approach moderating content in languages you're not fluent in? When moderating content in languages I'm not fluent in, I rely on a combination of translation tools and collaboration with bilingual team members. Utilizing reliable translation software helps me grasp the general context and intent of the content. I also seek input from colleagues who are fluent in the language to ensure nuanced understanding. Additionally, I familiarize myself with common phrases and cultural references relevant to the language, which aids in making informed moderation decisions that are sensitive to cultural context. This collaborative approach enhances accuracy and fairness in moderation. 15. Describe your experience with implementing or suggesting improvements to content moderation policies. In my previous role, I actively participated in the review and enhancement of moderation policies. I conducted regular assessments of existing guidelines, identifying areas that needed clarification or updates based on emerging trends and user feedback. I collaborated with cross-functional teams, gathering insights from various departments to ensure our policies were comprehensive and effective. By proposing specific changes, such as clearer definitions of harmful content and improved reporting mechanisms, we were able to create a more effective moderation framework that aligned with our community standards and user needs. 16. How do you handle situations where content falls into a gray area of your guidelines? When dealing with content that falls into a gray area, I first consult the specific guidelines to assess the context and intent behind the content. I consider the potential impact on the community and whether it aligns with our standards for safety and respect. If necessary, I seek input from colleagues or escalate the issue to a supervisor for additional perspectives. Documenting my reasoning helps maintain transparency and supports consistency in future decisions. Ultimately, balancing adherence to guidelines with a nuanced understanding of context is essential. 17. What strategies do you use to maintain objectivity when moderating content that conflicts with your personal views? Maintaining objectivity in content moderation requires a clear understanding of guidelines and consistent application. I rely on structured decision-making frameworks that focus on the specific rules and policies set by the platform. Regular training sessions help reinforce these standards and remind me of the importance of impartiality. Additionally, I practice self-awareness, acknowledging my biases and actively setting them aside. Engaging in discussions with colleagues can provide diverse perspectives, helping me stay anchored in the community standards that guide moderation efforts. 18. How would you address a sudden influx of rule-violating content related to a trending topic? Addressing a sudden influx of rule-violating content requires a strategic and organized approach. First, I would quickly assess the nature of the violations and categorize them to understand the scope and urgency. Implementing temporary moderation guidelines specific to the trending topic can help streamline the process. Collaborating with team members ensures a unified approach and allows for shared insights. Utilizing AI tools can assist in flagging content efficiently, while maintaining open communication with users about the heightened monitoring can foster transparency and trust. 19. Describe your experience with using AI or machine learning tools in content moderation. AI and machine learning tools have significantly enhanced content moderation processes. In my previous role, I utilized AI algorithms to flag potentially harmful content, which allowed my team to focus on more nuanced cases. These tools learn from our moderation decisions, improving their accuracy over time. I collaborated closely with data scientists to refine these algorithms, ensuring they aligned with our community guidelines. This experience taught me the importance of combining human judgment with technology for effective moderation, enabling faster responses while maintaining quality standards in content review. 20. How do you balance protecting user privacy with effective content moderation? Balancing user privacy with effective content moderation requires a thoughtful approach. First, it's essential to familiarize oneself with privacy regulations such as GDPR or CCPA, ensuring compliance while moderating content. Implementing anonymization techniques helps protect user identities during reviews. Training moderators to recognize sensitive information is crucial, empowering them to make informed decisions. Open communication with users about moderation policies fosters trust. Regularly reviewing and updating policies based on user feedback can also enhance privacy protection while maintaining a safe online environment. 21. What approach would you take to moderate a new type of content or platform you haven't worked with before? To effectively moderate a new type of content or platform, I would first conduct thorough research to understand the platform's unique dynamics, user behaviors, and content types. Engaging with existing guidelines and best practices is essential. I would also seek input from experienced moderators familiar with similar content. Implementing a trial phase would allow me to test moderation strategies and gather feedback, ensuring adjustments can be made as necessary. Continuous learning and adaptation are key to maintaining effective moderation in evolving environments. 22. How do you handle situations where users attempt to circumvent moderation by using code words or subtle references? In such situations, it's essential to stay vigilant and recognize patterns in user behavior. I would first document the instances of code words or subtle references to understand their context. Then, I would review the content against established guidelines to determine if it violates any rules. Collaborating with colleagues for a second opinion can help maintain consistency in moderation decisions. Additionally, I would suggest updating moderation policies or providing specific training to address these tactics, ensuring that the team is well equipped to handle similar situations in the future. 23. Describe your experience with moderating live or real-time content. Moderating live or real-time content requires quick thinking and a strong understanding of community guidelines. In my experience, I have utilized various tools to monitor live streams and chat interactions, ensuring that any violations are addressed immediately. It involves working closely with a team to respond swiftly to reports and utilizing automated systems to flag potential issues. Effective communication is essential, as moderators must coordinate actions without disrupting user engagement, balancing the need for safety with the enjoyment of the live experience. This dynamic environment demands adaptability and a proactive mindset. 24. How do you stay motivated in a role that often involves repetitive tasks? Staying motivated in a role with repetitive tasks requires a proactive approach. I focus on setting small, achievable goals throughout the day, which creates a sense of accomplishment and progress. Additionally, I regularly remind myself of the impact my work has on the community, reinforcing its importance. Taking short breaks helps recharge my mind, allowing me to return with renewed energy. Engaging with colleagues for discussions or sharing experiences can provide fresh perspectives, making the work feel less monotonous and more collaborative. 25. What do you think are the biggest challenges facing content moderators today, and how would you address them? Content moderators face significant challenges, including the sheer volume of content, diversity of user-generated material, and the constant evolution of online behaviors. The rapid spread of misinformation and harmful content complicates moderation tasks further. Addressing these challenges requires implementing advanced AI tools to assist in the initial review process while still maintaining human oversight for nuanced decisions. Continuous training on cultural sensitivity and emerging trends will empower moderators to remain effective. Collaboration with mental health professionals can also help manage the emotional toll of the job, ensuring moderators can perform their duties sustainably. In this video, we explored the top 25 content moderator interview questions and provided insightful answers to help you prepare effectively. By understanding the key aspects of content moderation, you'll be better equipped to showcase your skills and knowledge during interviews. Remember, preparation is essential for success in this field. If you found this information helpful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more valuable content. Your support motivates us to create even more resources to help you excel in your career. Thank you for watching.